Why do you think that a woman shouldn't have the right to her own bodily autonomy in regards to abortion?
A woman should have the right to her own bodily autonomy, but not to kill another human. Pleases with her esophagus. I've never cared about a woman's right to do what she pleases with her kidney. None of this has ever bothered me one iota. I do have a problem with what she decides to do with another human life with potential. I'm the most pro-life person that I know, right? I'm a clear and obvious believer in the idea that a child has rights, a pre-born human being has rights from literally the moment of conception. And the idea of teaching boys to actually embrace their boyhood, I think, is quite a good thing. Now, there are exceptions to every rule, and there are kids who are, as I say, boys will be more effeminate, and they shouldn't be bullied for that or mistreated for that. Yeah. But to suggest that this makes them trans or makes them a member of the opposite sex is the thing I'm really arguing against, because that ends in a lie that leads to suicidal ideation, it leads to tremendous confusion, it leads to tremendous psychic pain. You're telling a lie to a kid, and lying to kids is not something I'm very much in favor of.
Yeah, and I think...
And my question is, does that feel a little bit ironic to you that the conservative movement in America tends to portray themselves as caring very much about facts and logic, but when it comes to Daddy Trump losing an election, then all of a sudden, that's not really the case?
I mean, where I stand on the election in 2020 is the same place I always stood. He lost the election in 2020. I said that the day that he lost the election in 2020.
So, I guess my question is, outside of sharing the same values religiously and politically, what should you look for in a spouse to, ensure that the relationship will flourish after that romantic love period?
So, among the non-important things, but they're still important. Obviously, there has to be sexual compatibility and attraction between you and your spouse. Right? As far as other attributes, somebody you can have fun with, somebody who's able to handle crisis would be a really good attribute. Having a sense of humor, being goofy is really necessary. Life is rough, and particularly after you have kids. Kids are wonderful. I have 3 of them. They are also a giant pain in the ass, and they're extraordinarily tiring. And so if you don't have a sense of humor about your kids or about your life, it's going to be real rough. So having a sense of humor is a big thing. I could see a world in which NATO fires a couple of cruise missiles into, a military target somewhere just to show Russia, like, don't do this again. But this is not going to escalate to full-scale warfare. I can guarantee it's not going to escalate to it. Now, if I'm wrong, then the good news is that I'm up in Michigan, so ain't nothing hitting up here. Try to survive World War III. Was that it, or we have one more?
That's it. Thank you guys all for coming out today.